Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 different types of baskets, and we're going to be placing a focus on Easter baskets because it's almost springtime and the holidays coming up. But I'll also show you some options that are great for beginners and very easy to make. So let's get to it and I'll show you these designs. Okay, so our first design is going to be a classic basket weave. And if you think you're not artistic enough for this, I promise you it's so easy. Anyone can do this. So I'm using an egg-shaped cookie cutter because I made some other eggs for Easter. And we're gonna use this shape to create our basket. So I have some brown icing here, and I did fit it with a Wilton number 3 tip, which is just a small round tip. You could go tipless for this as well, but I just want to make sure my basket comes out nice and round, so I decided to put a tip on. So let's start by creating the placement for the bottom of the basket. So I'm just gonna push the icing out and just draw a line. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. About halfway down the cookie, but a little lower. And I didn't come quite to the edge, so let's fix that. Okay, so now we're at the edge. So next step, what we're gonna do is create the outline of the bottom. So just slowly drag the icing, slowly loop it around. You don't have to go fast, go at your own pace. Just keep pushing so that icing comes out. Great, so we have the bottom of our basket, and we're gonna start the basket weave. So this is going to be the tightest version of the basket weave that we're gonna make. And the way we do that, let's do a quick practice. So we're gonna create a line, and then we're gonna create short lines that go over that, spaced evenly apart, like this. Okay, then we're gonna create another line that goes tight against those edges of the shorter lines. And in between those lines, we're going to create new lines that go over. And then we're going to make another line and do the same thing. And that's a basket weave. Super, super simple. So the only difference from our practice is that we have these small areas to work with. We kind of have to go with the shape of the basket. So let's start with this smallest one first. And we'll probably only fit one small line going there like that, which is fine. We'll create the next. I want to come down to the edge and create our little lines over that. And we could probably fit one more here, like so. Doing great. All right, next big line. Close knit to the others, coming down to the bottom. And then now we're gonna go back to this line, and we wanna continue that line going across. So kind of visually, look to see where that line is and kind of do the same area. Now the other side didn't have that, but that's okay. We'll go here. We just kind of have to improvise where those lines would be since those are new. Looking great. Another line down. And it helps to kind of spin the cookie around if you want to get a good look at what you're doing, where you're going with your lines. Oops, that one's a little crooked, that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Hand woven baskets are not always perfect. They have a natural organic look to them. So this does not have to be an exact science here. It just has to kind of line up for the most part, and it's gonna look great. Almost done. Oh no, it's lifted. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Looks great. Amazing. Beautiful, I love it. So now we can do a couple different things for the top handle of the basket. We can just take the icing and kind of go around. We can do kind of like a rope pattern. I kind of like to do just like a swirl. So let's do a little practice here. You can see I'm just drawing little circles with my piping tip, just around, 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 just to kind of create like a rope. Super, super easy. We're keeping it easy. So let's try to give this rope top handle a try. I think the hardest part about this is getting it in an oval shape as well. So let's take a break. We don't have to go all the way to the top if we don't want to. So okay, let's get in there. Now we got to come back around to a little coil. Amazing. Oh, that's so cute. Ah, I love it. Okay, next, since our basket is complete, what we can do is we can kind of go back in here and just kind of tuck these edges in. I probably should have done that before because they're getting a little crusty now. But if you want to drop those points, you can go back and do that. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is add our Easter eggs and put those in the basket. So going back to the little blue eggs that I splattered with paint, with gold paint, we're going to put these in the basket. So all we have to do, we can use the same brown icing and just put a little dollop of icing on the back. And then take the egg and place it on the basket like that. Very easy. So this cookie is still looking a little empty. Let's add a little leaf detail to kind of fill in the gaps between the eggs. Make it look like there's some Easter grass in there. I think that looks good. Amazing, our first Easter basket is complete. Okay, next up, here is a different style basket we're gonna make. Really, really simple. It's more of an abstract basket, nothing crazy, not a lot of detail work, and it's something that anyone at any level can do. So let's start again by dividing the cookie in the basket bottom. So we're gonna take our brown icing and just, again, make a line. Oops. We're gonna outline the bottom. Looking good. Now we're just gonna give it a flip, and then we're gonna do the handle. So the handle is just gonna be a line of brown frosting, nothing crazy. Just make it as exact as you can. We're just gonna take our time, dragging that icing line all the way around in a circular motion like that. Looking good. So that's our basket top. And now our basket bottom, it's going to be a little more abstract, and it's just going to be a lot of lines doing like some freehand style like this. And it doesn't matter if the lines break, it doesn't matter if you overlap a little. It's just going to be some freehand, easy basket lines that go back and forth, just like that. Done. And that's our basket. So let's put some eggs in this one. I painted the entire egg gold, so it's kind of going to be like the golden egg. I thought would be a really cute look. So let's add that there as well. So cute. And there we go. It's our little simple Easter egg basket. Now our last Easter egg basket is also another simple design, even simpler than the first one, but a little more skillful than the last one we just did. So let's create this one. It's kind of like a checkered pattern. Okay, and then we're gonna turn it sideways and just make simple lines going across. Now something you might want to do, all these different points, we can pull these back and kind of just get everything a little more neat and tidy. We can pull those in. Super easy. Great. I would say another way you could up level this type of basket is you could, before you do the lines, paint on the brown frosting just in a layer. Like you could, you know, put some brown frosting, scrape it off just so you have like a colored base layer, and then that will give some color behind each one of the grid marks. You could do that as well, just to kind of, you know, make it a different look. There's our last basket. I have one more basket idea for you here as well. So if none of those options work for you, or you want to make a smaller cookie with a basket look, you could always opt for something like a royal icing transfer. So this is a transfer that I have from my course, my cookie decorating course. And this is a basket, you know, as you can see, would be complete with a bunny, and we have some eggs. So you can always make a royal icing transfer as well. And I'll show you the finished cookie of that. So just to give you an idea, here's what the final cookie looks like using royal icing transfers, which is also very cute. So let's get all of our basket cookies together. First we have our woven wicker basket, and we just have our grid style basket. And lastly, we have our freehand style basket. No matter what style basket you choose to do, I hope you have a blast making it and enjoy the process of making basket style cookies. Remember, cookie decorating can be easy, so make sure you're having fun and don't stress. And don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'll see you next time.